Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about the shocking death of a beloved Wizards of Waverly Place character off screen. So, season 3 is finally out. I will have my review up probably later, I gotta say today because it's technically around 12 in the morning on Thursday. So later sometime today, I will have my review because I got thoughts, lots and lots of thoughts about season 3. Let's just say it ain't perfect. But I was shocked to find out that a character people have been wanting to see for a very long time died on the show off screen years ago. So we know the fate of all the main characters of Wizard of Waverly Place. Even Max, who technically, and here's a spoiler alert, still does not appear in the show because I guess there's just stuff going on with that actor that Disney and the creators just don't want to deal with. Anyway, so the fate of everybody has been revealed, as we all know. But what about that of Harper and Mason? Juliet don't count because we already know she'll never come back to the show because she's a CEO and everything of her own company. But what about Mason and what about that of Harper, right? One of these characters' fate we still to this day don't know because the real version never showed up. See, when Alex went into that demon dimension, she fell asleep and was in like a dream-like state that's in between worlds. And there she dreamt of a couple of people. One's Harper and one is Mason. And so one of these people's fate, till this day, we still don't know because the real character has not appeared and never will because the show has been canceled. But the character that died is Mason. And a lot of fans are pissed about that. I remember before the third season came out, some people's all like, if Mason and Alex don't get back together, we're gonna riot. Come on now. We know she got married to a black dude and had a half black daughter. They ain't getting back together. But now we know for a fact they really not getting together. So fake Harper, assumed that Mason was gonna propose. Alice gets all happy and excited and he tells her, I'm not here to propose. We can never get married. And don't you know why? And then she thought about it and she remembered, wait a minute, this is a dream world. And she's all like, because you died. They never explain how this dude died, who killed him, if it was old age or what. And they never said when he died. I assume they did this so that, could think about it. Alice got married. She had a kid. We don't know what the heck happened to her husband, but he does get revealed in the third season. And we know she has moved on with her life and her and Mason was no longer together. If those two were to get back together in season 3, it would just be a huge mess for a million different reasons and stuff. It would be a mess because of the whole Billy situation. It would be a mess because Alex married another man. It would be a mess because of race and everything. So it would just be a mess. So I guess they figured, hey, let's just kill this character off. Whose idea was it? Nobody knows. So I've been doing the math in my head of when Mason could have possibly died and everything. Because the show never tells us. And with all the years that have been mentioned in season 3 and people's ages from other seasons, I think I figured it out. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more screen room and everything, so I had to take my border off. So I think I truly now have figured out, like, when Mason died, when Alice got married, and the whole Billy, how long she's been alive and how old she should technically really be. The show has never given us a definitive year of what year Wizards of Waverly Place takes place, but we know for a fact the show came out in 2024 and has ended in 2026. Normally, shows like this are parallel to the real world, so let's just say that in season 1 of Beyond, Billy is around 12 or 13 years old. That has been established by that of the show and everything. However, the math ain't mathing and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going by what the show says. So she was born in January of 2014. So she should be around 12 or 13-ish when the show first started, right? And in season 2 and 3, she's the same age of like 14 and everything. Now, Billy tells her father, I haven't seen you since I was 5 years old. And so, like, Alex and both Damien both said that, our family hasn't been together for 10 years. So, if I'm doing the math correctly and everything, then that means so she was around 5-ish or so when the whole memory wipe thing happened. I gotta assume that because of the simple fact she says she hasn't seen her dad since she was 5. However, the actress who played her didn't really look 5, but let's just say she was 5. Now, does that mean that after her father went away when she was 5, her and Alex decided to live together until they did the memory wipe? Or did Alex do the memory wipe right away? Let's just assume it was right away because of the whole peril that their lives were in, and she had to keep Billy hidden. So, if Wizards of Waverly Place came out in 2007 and ended in 2012, and the Alex versus Alex TV special that came out after the series finale was in 2013, and if Billy is technically 12-13 in the first season of Beyond, then that means Mason would have had to have died in the year of 2013. Meaning that at some point in time, moments after Alex versus Alex, he died. Alex moved on and rebounded with Damien getting married in 2013. And then having Billy in 2014 the next year. Alex would have been 20 years old. Her and Damien would have been married for technically 13 years, but they only spent 3 years together and 10 years apart. However, when you do the math and everything, technically Billy should only be around 10 years old in season 1, but for whatever reason it's stated that she is 12 or 13 because they did the math wrong. But yeah, Mason died around 2013. This is like shocking, man. It was just a gut punch. This is like, wait, what? And they never explain what. And that's because the 3rd season writing is extremely rushed. And I mean, it is rushed with tons of plot armor. But like I said before, I will break it down later on today and everything. But I'm just shocked and surprised the dude is dead and everything. And she rebounded fast. But yeah, now as for Harper, like I said, we don't know what the heck is going on with her because the real Harper never showed up. And if you're wondering why a dream-like Harper showed up and not a dream-like Mason, is because Mason, who was in the underworld, said he was allowed to travel between worlds and get Alex out of this dream world before she permanently dies and everything. So he had to send her back to that demon dimension so her family can rescue her and everything. So yeah, that's that and everything. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.